We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquigums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna embark or re-embark, or there's maybe some bark. I don't know. It's worse than our bite. Whatever the case is, Songs of Silence. We're actually going to officially, for the second time, sort of, start up our coverage of this game. We covered it way back in the day in like a first look. Then I believe it was supposed to be the last update where everything was complete or something along those lines in early access leading up to the 1.0 release. But all my save files are no. They're done. So they're invalid save files at this point. So what that means is, well, we're starting fresh. I've been wanting to do this for a while. We'll go through it. So it's Songs of Silence, Chimera Entertainment. It released on November 13th, 2024. It is obviously a few months after that at this point. And they just released fairly recently their 1.1 version update. So I'm eager to play this. I've been wanting to play it for a while, as I said, but this whole last year I've been very focused on a brand new video of something never seen before on the channel every single day, with a few caveats of like a DLC released here or there and a few other small things, but for the most part, and sometimes a few a day, we saw brand new stuff. Didn't do anything for the channel. In fact, probably made it, the longtime viewers probably a little bit more annoyed. Something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're back to kind of the old school method of me doing stuff where I like games, I'm going to play the games. And of course, new stuff coming by, I will still feature those and so on and so forth. But it's not going to be the primary focus. Say all that to say that this is one of those games I want to play. So I'm going to play it. So very good chance that watching this video might retread or rehash stuff that we've already seen in the first video that I did when I thought the series was going to go forward. So, sorry, just stick with it, hang out, enjoy. I'm going to try to do a follow-up video in a day or two to continue and give you guys something new to see, and then hopefully we find a regular rhythm or schedule where we upload somewhat regularly and we get through the series. They did a lot of cool new stuff. I saw an opening cinematic I hadn't seen before. This art is different, like these guys don't have eyes, and there's a reason for that. It kind of explains it in the whole thing, and yeah, it's very cool. I really like the world building, the scene setting, and all the stuff that they're doing. So I should stop talking. I'm gonna let you guys watch the opening cinematic. Hopefully they don't copyright hit it, and then we'll get into the game proper and we'll play until the time is about right to stop. And then again, in a couple of days, you'll see another episode uploaded. So enjoy the opening cinematic.
Everything originates from song. A divine melody. The hymn. Can you hear it? It formed our world. The primordials, beasts, and eventually us. Then, on the advent of light, the Celestials arrived. They desired us greatly. They opened our eyes, and we became starborn. Many resisted, and humanity was divided forever. Brother fought sister. War raged across the land, while primordial and celestial gods clashed in the sky to decide the fate of the world. In the end, the Starborn emerged victorious. In a desperate bid for survival, Ezra, the arch-traitor, and his firstborn kin tore the world asunder. Two new worlds emerged, one of light and one of dark. With separation, peace followed. A golden age was upon us. Alas, peace would not last. Purgatories appeared. A force beyond even the reach of gods. They devoured the hymn and brought silence into the worlds. Today, our hymn has nearly faded. Can you still hear it?
All right, wasn't that cool? That was very cool. I like that a lot. I was very, very happy to see that. All right, single player. I had to confirm that I'm not crazy. All of my saves are invalid because of being prior to the 1.0 release, I guess. And that's fine. I think the new thing they added was the scenarios. We're going to focus on the campaigns. If and when we get done with those, hopefully it's a when and not an if. But when we finish up with the campaigns, I will probably go into scenarios. I doubt I'll do skirmish. I've never been a big skirmish fan in most games. Occasionally, there are games that I would do skirmishes in, but usually it would have been like multiplayer. I'm thinking like something like StarCraft and Warcraft and stuff like that. I did skirmishes, but that was multiplayer. It was like me and a friend co-op against, enemy, which was all basically skirmish mode. I did a little bit of Age of Wonders like that, I suppose, but for me, it's always about the story. It's always about the campaign, and the scenarios are just like bite-sized versions of the campaign, right? Or at least that's what I'm assuming. Anyway, let's get started. All right. Campaign, A Song of Light and Dark. Difficulty balanced, sure. Sounds good to me. The Siege of Elbin. After the destruction of her home, Queen Lorelei of Erengard is seeking a safe haven for a ragtag group of survivors. In the allied realm of Elbin, the refugees are drawn into a brutal war caused by the slowly encroaching silence. Alright, sweet, let's get it. Again, this is going to rehash stuff that we've already seen, but to stick with it, I'm going to remove the other video and put it aside as like a standalone final look before the release, and then this is going to be the series moving forward.
I will never forget the last days of Erengard. The day the Purgatory came. The day our homeland was devoured by silence. The day everything turned to dust.
Alright, we get thrown right into a battle, if I recall. Yeah. Alright, what is this? Protection.
The Crusade's onslaught was relentless. A war without end. My parents led our armies in a final, desperate charge against the invaders. The tide of battle soon turned against them.
Fist of the guiding star.
Either to save them or to perish by their side.
Come on, boys. It's not looking good, is it? But, I mean, that's not the point, right?
Only I remained to protect the survivors of our once mighty kingdom. But in my darkest hours, doubt took hold. How can I lead these people? Where to? Am I really worthy to be their queen? In my moment of despair, a golden light appeared from above. It was Isla, a holy celestial bird who had once guided my mother. I hear you, faithful guardian. Please show us the way.
Indeed.
Guided by Isla, Lorelei heads for the allied kingdom of Elbin. Her only hope is that Hauser, a loyal friend of her father and aide to Elbin's king, can grant her people sanctuary.
All right, Isla. Take us to where we need to go.
At long last, the people of Erengard arrive at their destination, but something's amiss. Elbin's roads, fields, and villages are deserted. An ominous silence hangs thick in the air.
Well, that can't be good. Well, with the word ominous. Alright, Isla's flown over there.
Look, everyone! Isla has found Elbin's capital. If we make haste, we could be there on the morrow.
On the morrow. Alright. Welcome, High Lord. And so, your journey begins. Messages like this will help you learn the game. All messages have more detailed lecture in the game manual. Cool. Click the menu button in the top left corner of these lectures and read them at any time. You can disable or reactivate tutorial messages in the settings menu. That's fine. Teach us Oh Mighty tutorial, I suppose. And you can see it's up there. Moving armies is a fundamental aspect of waging war. Select your army with the left mouse button, then use the right click to move your armies. Armies have a limited movement, or have limited movement points per turn, as shown on their portrait. Now move your army toward the city in the east. Alright, and you can move around with the WASD, of course. Alright, we're gonna go this direction. We'll do a 4.0. And you can see down in the bottom left, we have 10 is our movement range. There are a nasty bad guy. An easy win. It's up against the 1,000 Kingdoms. So we should probably go and take this battle.
Halt! State your name and kingdom!
I'm Queen Lorelei of Erengard. We seek an audience with King Atron.
You're an ally of Elbin, then, which makes you our enemy!
Okay. Yeah, no, sure, that's... Might as well be a thing that happens. Ah, you see she just got shot with a whole bunch of arrows. Welcome on the battlefield, General. Units have units behave automatically. I can't read, apparently. It is your duty to set them up in favorable positions before the battle even begins. Battle cards allow you to directly influence the fight. The cavalry charge is ready to use. Drag it onto an enemy unit to charge. Check out the cards tooltips to learn what they do. The battle is currently paused. You can pause and unpause it at any time via the button in the bottom right corner. Cards played during the pause will execute once the battle commences. Can we pause and unpause with, like, does spacebar work? I can't remember. Cavalry charge. All friendly cavalry units rush the target area, attacking enemies in their way with a power of 5 and pushing them out of the way. Alright. So I feel like we should probably do this. Even though I want to go after... Oh, these are infantry. Okay. That means that we're going to have everyone charged in the middle. It should be fine. Alright, I'm going to try to hit the spacebar. Yeah, it is unpaused. Good. And we can get in, like, much closer. And it looks like it zooms in wherever the mouse is pointing, which is a nice touch. The Divine Spark. Fallen combatants of target units have a 10% chance of being revived. Damaged combatants of target units are healed for 1 health? That doesn't feel all that impressive. Oh no, our archers are gonna get arched. Y'all really didn't get done in time. Don't worry. I mean, maybe worry a little bit. Yeah, so that's kind of the problem with having 3 cavalry and all of them charging in one spot. I was hoping that they would obliterate it quick enough that we could then move into position and help. But, yeah, it didn't happen. I would have positioned the troops differently, too. But, yeah, who knows. That's about as good as it could have gotten, I assume or think, anyway. Alright, Elbin is at war. A cold shiver runs down Lorelei's back. She came here for safe shelter. What will become of her people now? Then we can see the casualty report. 1 ranger went down. But 39 folks are still okay. Alright, well.
Elbin, at war with Friedland. Our situation is even more desperate.
True.
I have to hurry. The capital might be in danger.
We should end the turn. I mean, I guess. Alright, we're going to end the turn. They are kind of demanding it. Turn-based strategy. So you're going to... Oh, nothing? Okay. I mean, like, I get the idea of turn-based strategy. It's kind of my bread and butter. The heart and soul of the freak show. All right. We did our objectives, and now...
Lorelei rides with all haste through Silverstein's crowded streets, headed for King Atron's throne room. Her old friend Hauser lowers his mirrored mask and greets Lorelei with a warm yet weary smile. Elbin's monarch is nowhere to be seen.
Milady, it's good to see you, though the skies over Elbin grow dark. What brings you here?
I need your help, old man. A purgatory has consumed Erengard.
Gods help us. This is grave news indeed. And your parents, your highness?
Well,
I'm queen now.
oh, she didn't
So
mention
sorry.
that.
I'm sure King Atran will grant you sanctuary. But first, we need to rescue him from Doran's citadel to the north.
Well, that's
My
awkward.
people are tired, old man, but if we must.
Thank you, milady.
The siege ends in
We
full
need to break
turns.
the siege before the citadel's defenses are breached.
Yes, my lord.
At your command.
You now have access to a city. You can right-click any army located in to inspect it and get a more detailed look. Inspect your city of Silverstein now by right-clicking on it. Army, management, and recruitment. This is Lorelei's army, currently inside the city of Silverstein. To learn about any of your units, right-click them to open the details. Tooltips explain each unit's special ability icons. Drag and drop units to change their positions. This location also offers several recruitment options, represented by the gray cards in the bottom. Drag them to an empty position to recruit new units. Recruitment costs resources. Recruit a new unit now. Alright, so we have the Hearth Guard. I will never call them the Hearth Guard, so it will always be Hearth. The Honor Guard, the Iron Sworn, which are a bit different. Cavalry Knights, these are also Cavalry Knights. Starborn, 7, 8, and 3, 5, 6, and 5. Okay. Let's see. Rangers, Infantry, Guardian. Okay, I mean, that kind of, sort of all tracks. And then our options down here. What does that say? Defensive fire. Shoots multiple projectiles into the target area attacking. Yeah, that's not something I need. Build up, don't need that. And then we can recruit more Rangers. We could recruit some more Iron Sworn, which are the cavalry. No, that's these knights, right? Sorry. I did say cavalry. Cavalry. Sorry, I thought I said infantry. And then the Hearth Guard, which is going to be, or the infantry here. I'm wondering if I can maybe move the Rangers back, and then we get another group of Rangers. But I'd also like another group of the infantry, which it looks like I can do. But these are the reserves. Oh, these are the refugees. We don't want to put those guys in combat. And we are at 6 out of 6. We could technically put somebody in reserve with us, too. Which I think I'm going to do. We used a lot of our stuff to get all that going, so. What is this thing? Card types. Oh. Cards either belong to a hero or a location. Blue cards are called strategy cards. To use them, select a hero or location with strategy cards while on the map. And all cards will appear in your hand. Huh. Drag them onto a target within the indicated range to play them. Strategy cards cost resources. Okay. Gray cards are called recruitment cards. Inspect a hero or location with recruitment cards to use them. Recruitment also costs resources. Red cards are called battle cards, can all be used in battle. Alright, that all makes sense. What is this? Reserves. Units in reserve move with the army but cannot participate in battle. Reserve slots are useful to hold loot wagons, artifacts, and units you want to keep safe, like damaged units. You can also bring additional troops to put into your army after suffering losses. Be careful, though. Loot and artifacts can be stolen if your army is defeated, ambushed, or destroyed. Okay, so what I think I'd like to do is let them recover, and we'll just double down on the infantry. We'll put you guys in the middle. I think this all makes sense. We'll give it a shot. Alright, and this shows kind of a whole bunch of stuff. No location upgrade. 30 gold per turn? Yeah. Increase with location prosperity. Building material provides 15 building materials per turn. Then we've got divine favor per turn. The capital of 1,000 kingdoms led by Bumpy McSquigums. If the capital is conquered, the player is eliminated. Storage. When an army enters a location with the storage perk, all gold stored in loot wagons, is added to the faction funds, and the loot wagons are removed. So there might be an option. I apologize if there is, but for me, these tooltips are popped up. Everything looks good. It looks nice. The text is a little small. It's not like obviously I can read it, but it's a little small, and I don't see any reason to not just have it slightly larger. Like maybe even just a single point more would be like the perfect size. Like if this is like an 8 font, give us a 9 font or a 10 font. I don't think you need to go much more than that. But yeah, these tooltips could be any size, and they pop up and cover whatever's there, so why not make them a little bit easier to read? That's my only thought here. Again, it's not horribly difficult to read, but I know some people have worse eyesight than even I do, so I can imagine some people might struggle with this. So just, again, a small, tiny thing. It might already be in the options. I don't know. I'll maybe play around in the options afterward, and we'll see. Okay. This fortified location needs to be besieged for 2 turns before it can be conquered. This can be reduced by having siege units. Okay. Garrisoned each turn, this location has a chance to spawn a defensive garrison unit up to a maximum of 2 units. Garrison units will heal 15% of their health per turn. And supply. Damage units regenerate up to 40% of their health every turn while inside the location with the supply perk. Alright, we're going to close the panel here. Okay, I thought that was going to actually remove us. These are our combat dealies. Yeah. Battle card, huh? But we already have battle cards over here. Why do we have a... Maybe this is specifically at the location. That's probably what it is. This is the player cards, this is the location cards. I suppose it all makes sense. Alright. We hit escape to back out. Very nice. Oh, did they change that? I don't remember if I checked. Like before, you used to not be able to hit escape to close the panels. So I think you used to have to like either right click or literally hit close panel or something. No, that closes the panel. How did you used to be able to get out of this? There was some other way to get out. It looks like they adapted to the escape button to do that. That's great. That was, I want to say, one of my pet peeves, or one of the things that mildly annoyed me. But, again, not that big of a deal in the grand scheme. Glad to see that they changed it, though. Multiple heroes. You now control an additional hero. Hauser is a powerful priest with access to strong summoning and protection abilities. Each hero class in the game plays differently. To select your heroes, you can either left-click on their portrait or their army on the map. Now, remember that each hero has their own movement limit per turn. Make good use of all of your armies. 2 allied heroes can also move onto one another to exchange units and artifacts. Alright, let's take a peek at what our other army is rocking here and see if we can't make it slightly less terrible. Acolytes of Wrath, they are ranged. Okay, these are Acolytes of Rights. They are healers. Hauser is also a healer. I wouldn't hate being able to zoom in a little bit on this. You don't need to. It just would have been a nice thing to be able to take a peek at stuff. But you can zoom in on the battlefield, so that more than makes up for it. I just wouldn't mind looking at the unit a little bit closer. Alright, Divine Aid. Plan an empty unit slot to summon a random lesser celestial unit. Divine Intervention summons 2 Luminance. And then Retreat. So we don't have any direct damage skills. And we can only have up to 5 units, which we have all 5 right now. So think I'm going to put Hauser in the middle. I think I'm going to move these guys up. It's 6 of 1. I mean, we could technically leave it like that, I guess, but eh. Alright, a renowned Hierophant hailing from the Celestial Church's capital, Ehrenberg. Hauser has served as a counsel to several royal families, currently an advisor to King Atron of Elben. Atron? I don't know. He became a close friend to Lorelei's departed father during the legendary War of the Himless, almost 3 decades ago. Alright, cool. What is this? Garrisons, units to garrison slots, defend the location, they can stay behind. Yeah, we kind of knew. Some units have a garrison perk. They are spawned from locations with garrisons for free, but cannot leave the garrison slots. Alright. You can also leave loot or artifact wagons here. Some artifacts boost locations. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I think we should do a little bit of scoutage with our friend here. Oh. Looks like there is a battle on the bridge. I'll take the battle with our boy here. We have a big plant face over there. Alright. Some stuff has spawned and things are actually going quite horribly, it seems. Okay, that was divine intervention. It seems like stuff has turned around a little bit. They are still charging us and trying to do damage. I spawned the luminaries in, but they're already dead. So I think the luminaries actually they hit, and then they like they do damage on their landing, maybe, and then they spawn in and they actually attack. Our high house remains victorious. You can see 176 experience, gained a full level there, and we got 16 gold. Soldiers load the spoils of war onto their wagons. Hopefully it will soon be time to rest. We'll go take a look at the casualties. Yeah, our Hearthguard got absolutely mollywopped. It wasn't great. But they did what they had to do, right? They tanked it up as best they could. And yeah, their side got absolutely slaughtered, but it wasn't a pretty battle for us.
I am sorry about your parents. I should have been there.
I'm glad you weren't. You would have only shared my father's fate.
You must be cautious, milady. We can't afford to lose your bloodline.
Fair. Alright, leveling up. By earning enough battle experience, your hero gained a level up. Congratulations! While your hero is selected, play the level up card onto their army to earn your rewards. Which is right here. Pillage. Play on a location while it is in an unrest state. Pillages the location for a large amount of gold, but it reduces the prosperity level by 1. If a location's prosperity level is reduced to 0, it is destroyed. Buildings in the target location are also destroyed, and extra gold rewards. And yield extra gold rewards. I mean, I guess we'll take the pass and hold it. It's a toll bridge. I don't see a reason not to do that. We do have the level up. I want to take a look at our army first before we go in there. Yeah, so one of our units got completely obliterated. We're down to 4 out of the 5. I like that our loot wagon is a kobold loot wagon. It's kind of funny. I don't think we can spawn any new ones here. Oh, we can't. Well, it says maybe we could. But not right now, apparently. Divine Aid. We would need 45 Divine Favor, and we only have 20, and we're going to get 7 next turn, so we can't do that. But it does look like we'll be able to get a lesser Celestial unit using the Divine Favor versus having to get another normal recruit. So that might be the way we go about it, but that's also going to take several turns to do. So, you know, there's that. I'm not sure that that's the best thing of all time. Alright, let's do the level up. Close the panel. I don't need to close the panel, I just need to escape, sorry. Sorry. Alright, level up, my friend. Drag it onto you. Hero levels. With each new level, your hero becomes more powerful. You can either choose to unlock a completely new card, or upgrade a card already in your possession. Each card can be upgraded twice, becoming more powerful every time. Each hero has access to a different pool of cards, depending on their class. Choose wisely. Sometimes you are also rewarded with an increased army capacity, which means you can field more units in battle. Alright, so our options are the Golden Temple, the Divine Revenge, and then upgrading Divine Intervention, summoning a third Illuminant, as opposed to just 2. Alright, so what does this do? Golden Temple. Play on a friendly location to add Golden Temple building. It adds +4 Divine Favor income, +1 supply, and unlocks the following recruitment cards: the Acolytes of Wrath. Placing a building immediately ends the unrest state. That's cool. I kind of want to go that route, but we'll see what the other one is here. Divine Revenge. Affected friendly combatants explode on death for the next 15 seconds. Each explosion hits close by enemies for 4 power. That's not... That doesn't... I think I'm going to get the Golden Temple. That way we can start utilizing the divineness that he has. As Hauser's strength grows, so does the trust of the people. True leadership can inspire a noble house for many generations to come. Alright, well... I don't know that I want to do that. Does it tell us the... It is an aggressive army. Now before, and it might have just been, it was telling us that because, you know, part of the thing. But it's not telling us whether this is going to be an easy or a hard fight, so... I could play this here if I had the building materials, which I'll get next turn. Strategy cards. Blue cards are called strategy cards. They can be played on the strategic map. I think we know about this. I think we already read that before, so... Okay, I think I'm going to end my turn. I'm just going to sit here and hope. Are we recovering? We are recovering. Okay. I'm going to end the turn. I know she's sitting back, and that's maybe not the best thing of all time, but...
We have to break this siege before it's too late.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Alright, I'm probably going to move back with him. And I'm going to move up with her. And then here I'm going to build the thing. I don't know that I needed to get that close to it, though. Maybe I could have done that from further away. Golden Temple. Play on a friendly location. I think I did it already? Oh, I think it's tapped. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not available anymore. The Golden Temple upgrade, so... Maybe it takes a turn for it to move? Because it says now that the Divine Favor income is 11. But it's still showing only a +7 up here. Where it should be showing a +11. It might take one single turn for it to, like... regenerate or recuperate. Okay. Well, since we didn't move them up to do anything, I think we're okay. Get you guys back on the back line, and we're going to double down on the archers. Yeah, that should be probably fine. Alright, let us... It's probably a dumb idea to come over here and attack this. So let's do that, because we like dumb ideas. And then we'll break it off after we do this. Oh, there's a thing over here. Alright, we are getting slightly mollywopped by the giant plant demon stuff. I think I take that out. I think that's the play. Okay. Just gonna hold it for now. Alright, now we go and we try to divine spark them. Alright, now we're gonna take a peek. What is this? The retreat? We don't want to retreat. We took out all of the plant archer guys when this one goes down here. And now it's the big dog. And once we take him down, everything is great. I don't know. They're stumbling over their own infantry right now. It's not a great look. Oh, I thought we fully healed them. And they're handling anybody trying to get to the archers, and the archers are doing work, and I think that's pretty darn good. Our prayers have been answered. Die, rosebush monster of doom. Or of doom. I don't know if that came through. Hopefully it did. When the army breaks camp on the morrow, a shout of awe surrounds the ranks, or sounds through the ranks. The Valkyries, shining like stardust, ride forth to carry the fallen into the sky. We are truly blessed. I don't think our casualties are real bad. We only got 2 there. That's not too bad. And we can swap them with the other ones that we have, so this is good. The cavalry got hurt a little bit, but I don't think any of them dropped. And we obliterated their group. It's another level up for us. Well, a single one for Lorelei, but still. Okay, we can get an encamp army 1. Play, yep. Which is not in siege. Return to battle and returns to battle from even when retreating, all units will immediately heal for 20% of their total health. The army gains supply rank 1 to heal every turn and a power bonus of +2 as long as it remains encamped. The card effect lasts until the army moves. Sorry, I did skip the first part because I thought this was just play on a location, but it says play on a friendly army which is not in a siege or inside a location. And essentially you encamp that army and you get these bonuses. That's kind of a cool thing. Allowing you to recover wherever you're at. Play on a friendly Hearthguard unit to turn it into a powerful unit of Honor Guard. Bestow Knighthood. Oh, that's cool. But that's going to be, again, more cavalry that are just going to charge away and not hold the line. So, good, but questionable. Oh, we have our +11 now. And then Divine Spark increases the chance of reviving dead combatants from 10 to 15%. And healing from 1 to 2 per combatant. I want to do this, actually a lot. But I think I'm going to go with the encamp. It's got a bit more utility, sort of. Oh, we got army capacity increased. What is this one? It just shows the encamp thing. As Lorelei's strength grows, so does the trust of the people. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, before we continue any further, guys and gals, I think I'm going to break it off here. In our next episode, we're potentially going to go over here and attack this. And then I think we still have the time to get back and take the siege over here. Taking a peek over on this side. We could probably do something. An empty unit, the Acolytes of Wrath. We could actually do this, not yet, but soon. And then over here, if we wanted more Acolytes of Wrath, we could play this one next turn. But I think we're going to wait and try to get the Divine Aid instead. However, we should probably get Rangers and other stuff. I'll take a look at my options, and we'll see where we go from there. Either way, folks, I'm glad that we're back in here and we're doing this again. It's a game that, again, I barely got to play a little bit of. I really, really enjoyed it. And I've been waiting for the release, and then I just didn't have the time. So I've made the time now, and I'm here for it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. All right, folks, if you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that stuff, down below in the description of the video, there'll be various links, just like there always are. And until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.